Yo, welcome back to BBT Media and Entertainment. Hector here, Beast Boxing Tiger, with the champ Hall of Famer, Francisco Frisco Arriola. And we are here now with Anthony Promoter, Anthony Arvelo Jr. Bro, welcome, man, to the show, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, so you have two fighters today that'll be fighting tomorrow. And so tell me a little about yourself.
I've done some amateur shows. I started off doing amateurs, and then just kind of crept my way up into the pros, and I've been doing professional fights since 2019.
Okay. Now, is this the first time you've been working with PROBOXTV Promotion, or have you had fighters for here before?
Yeah, so we actually had Joxan Blanco fought back in June last year. He fought. That was the first time that we did something with ProBox, and then we had Puerto Rico. We did a fight out in Puerto Rico with one of our fighters, and it was just a great opportunity. We kept working since then, and now we have a closer relationship, and we're putting some things together for the rest of the year.
Okay. Hey, Anthony, boxing is back. First half of the year.
Yes.
Now we're going into the second half. Pro Box has been a hit since it first came out. I mean, we've had champions, we've had prospects, we've had Olympians, we've got so many people come out, actually come out of Pro Box and still coming in, man.
Yeah.
So, Florida boxing, I always say, is taking over, man. It's just so much talent.
Right. There's a lot of talent, a lot of opportunity, and everybody's taking advantage of it, right? Yeah.
So tell us about so you got into boxing because it's in your blood, right?
Right. Well, I used to fight amateur, fought professionally. I had 2 professional fights. I started late, at that point I just got into the pros.
Yeah, and the thing is, boxing needs people like you, and I tell you why. Because you know about the business, you know what it feels like to get in the ring and get punched. You know how it feels to get punched in the face, right?
Yeah, getting punched in the face, understanding how the training camps go. Nobody's ever going to be, fully 100%. If you had a real camp, things happen. We put our bodies through a lot, and to be prepared for the fight. So,
correct.
Having somebody on the team or having somebody that you work with that been there and understands it, it's always good and beneficial for the fighters.
Hey, working with young men and discipline. I mean, it's not easy because me as a conditioner, he's also trained many great fighters. But it seems like these kids, man, they got their head on their shoulder. They got your father who's experiencing this, and you're doing the next. I want to congratulate you because this is what it's about, man. Boxing, a lot of times, guys like you don't get the credit that they deserve. Because without you guys, these guys are not gonna get in the ring. I mean, you can hit the bag, you can fight, but this is a process.
Right.
Just like a woman knowing she's gonna give birth to a baby boy, but she has to wait 6 more months.
I'm excited now with the opportunity and what we've been working out with ProBox. They've been doing their stuff, and now their network is doing great things. So we came in with our promotion, and we're going to be moving some things across the next couple of months that just are going to go out through the rest of the year. So we're going to put some real good fights on the card and give the fans what they've been deserving.
Well, having that relationship with with them and then having it with you, it's going to be great because now you're going to be able to instead of doing. You guys are going to be able to do more fights together.
Exactly. Just consistency is key, So we were doing shows 3-4 times a year. And of course, as you know, since the pandemic, a lot of promoters have moved into the Florida area. So it kind of, saturated the market a little bit, but we have a long history with a lot of the fighters here. So it gives us the opportunity to bring that to ProBox and kind of just join the movement.
And this is your state. So the young fighters that are coming up, and you know who to approach and who to manage.
Exactly. And again, fights, the fans pay to come see good fights.
Correct.
And we know a lot of guys want to build records, and we understand that. We know how the business is. But at some point in time, we're molding those fighters for the top level. And with consistency, we're able to give them that experience.
See, that's what I like. Exactly what he said. He says it's important for the development of a fighter. You can't just give him, bodies. You have to slowly elevate the competition, and because like that, by the time you get them to a title fight, they're ready. They're not gonna get blown away.
Exactly. And then it sets them up for failure. And then the first time they lose, they never fight again. So nobody likes to take a loss. But if you earned your respect and you went out there and you gave it your best, you knew you were ready for it, and everything was a fair shake, then you could just take it and live to see another day. You know what I mean?
A lot of time back, and I'm seeing it. I saw it last week at the fight at the Hall of Fame where You had 2 undefeated fighters where one had 10 fights, 10-0 with 6 knockouts, and the other guy had
We're talking about the
5 and
TNK
4.
show?
Yeah, the TNK.
Yeah, my guy,
promotion.
you know, we won that fight. But
Yeah,
it's all right.
but,
I got to defend my guy,
yeah,
right?
you know, but there was
you know,
four,
if
there
we
was
lost,
actually,
we lost.
there
If
was
we lost,
actually, but what I'm trying to see,
Yeah.
what I'm trying to get is that, you know, it's so good for fans to see guys that are actually haven't lost yet, instead of putting a guy that's 10-0 fighting a guy that's 3-15. You see where I'm at?
Exactly.
So you put in 2 young studs in there.
Yeah.
The outcome of it, what doesn't mean, like you said,
up to
that
the
you're a better
fighters.
fighter.
Yeah.
Just had a better night.
Yep.
There was 4 upsets that night, if you recall.
Man.
4 upsets, and it
Yeah.
was a great. If you guys didn't go, y'all missed it. That's why tomorrow night they need to come, right?
Tomorrow night's gonna be on.
You never know what you're gonna get, but that's where I'm at, and what you're doing, man, is man, we appreciate you,
No,
because what
appreciate
we do, this is what we're trying to do,
Mhm.
and you giving us the answer. So when we come out there, it makes our job a little easier, and the fans, they got something to look forward to, because you're trying to make fights that are worth watching and paying for.
Right, exactly. You know, that's the name of the game, and that's what makes fighters more valuable and picks them up. And now with this movement on keeping the consistency, is going to give guys the chance to gain that experience, not sit for too long, but also don't have to rush into anything either, because if anything comes up, we always have another date for them.
You know, this is what you like with the discussion that we have in here, the interview. It's something that fans want to know. Is like, how does that process work? And here we explain it to them, so that they get more intrigued into watching the fights, and not, because now they know the inside of it. It's just the surface part of it.
Yeah, you know, look, you know, boxing is boxing, and it has changed in time. But the main thing is just to make sure that the fighters don't forget that this is a sport, and you know, there's levels to this.
And you put a lot of time and effort into this. That's not
Always,
just the
man,
fighters,
you have to. You know, just with the promotion side, you know, we try to go above and beyond for these shows. So, you know, we did the show back in January at the Kissimmee Civic Center. That's where I debuted. So it was it's a goal for me to be like, man, I fought there professionally and actually threw a show there, you know, and it was a beautiful show. You know, we had some good fighters, Kiri Atapia, a lot of good fighters that were on that card. So, you know, now I'm able to build those guys, build their value up. So with, you know, maybe one day Top Rank or one of these big shows can, can get some going.
And when it happened, it will happen.
Yeah.
You know, and it's nice that we have this, because it's guys like you who now in this whole new generation, we're gonna make better fighters,
Yes.
better champions.
Yes, there's going to be, you know, the movement now is, you know, there's no way it can't be successful because the guys need fights and we need shows. And, you know, this is the opportunity. You know, we thank ProBox TV for believing in the movement, and, you know, we're happy to be a part of it.
Well, if you're working with them, guess what?
Yeah.
They believe in you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Hey, Anthony Arvelo Jr., we have him here, a promoter. A guy, one of the guys that is making this sport what it used to be, man.
Yes.
Because boxing used to be awesome, and we want it to be awesome again. And you know what? Promoters like him and guys like us, that we interrogate you and we want the answer, and he's giving us what we want to hear.
Yeah.
And you guys also want to hear this, because you know what? We have the Valle brothers. We got we have the real Asante just from Pro Box. We're gonna see Lopez tomorrow, his brother, and just so many from Orlando.
Right.
Where you
Well,
have
you know, they get, you know,
Macho, Solis also.
ProBox, you know, they got Julio Solis, they got, you know, Naji Lopez, you know, they have a nice, good stable. You know, we got Corey Marksman, you know, we have David Garcia. We got a lineup of guys too that we're bringing to the table. So 2 worlds collide, man. We're gonna make something big happen.
And that is just, yo, I'm pumped up, and I'm not gonna fight tomorrow. So you know what? Hey man, yo,
let me know, man. I'll get you a match.
Hey, bro, let's see, Anthony, man. Thank you so much.
Problem. I appreciate
Awesome.
it.
We
Thank you,
appreciate
Anthony.
it, man.
Look forward to seeing
Thank you,
again.
thank
Is there
guys,
anything
don't
you want to
forget.
get? Yeah, give up a shout out, yo. You got to you.
I want to thank these guys right here. I want to thank ProBox TV. I also want to thank the fighters that give us an opportunity to build them and work with them. And the sky's the limit. Undisputed Promotions. Go follow us at undisputed_promotions, and we're ready to go.
And yo, and don't forget to subscribe to Beast Boxing Tiger. Hit the bell. Ding, ding, ding. Yo, mi gente latina, para que sepan lo que viene.